To tell you a wee bit about the Sinclair Factory. The Sinclair Factory was built in 1863 and the architect is listed as A. McElwee. Robert Sinclair was based in London and he was a garment manufacturer, but he had part funded the Tillies factory in 1856. Encouraged by this success, he decided to cash in himself and built his own factory in 1863. And it was managed by a man by the name of Charles Ogg. Now in 1881, Charles Ogg became a partner in the company and Robert Sinclair left. Unfortunately in 1883, Charles Ogg died. He lived just up on Hawkins Street. So therefore the factory went into a wee bit of the doldrums. And in 1913, it was actually bought by Tillies. At that stage it was Marshall Tillie, the son of William Tillie, that was running the company, and he bought it. But somebody said at one stage, I'm not too sure, that it may have been connected with Ben Sherman. So they had it as well. Okay. Right. So in the 1980s, if you were here, you might have seen it was like a retail unit. It was for fabric and for carpets. And then it became then converted into apartments. Again, great that it's here and we can see it. In its heyday, Sinclair probably employed 600 within the company and maybe 500 outworkers. So I say it's great that this great building exists, but we have to look across the road and see what we're missing. We're missing obviously at John Street, the James Hamilton factory, and also probably the most famous factory that there was, and that's Tillies and Henderson. So if you don't mind, I'll tell you a wee bit more about that, linking in with this building. At one stage, Tillie and Henderson's was probably the biggest shirt manufacturer in the world. At its heyday, it employed 1,500 people on site and possibly another 3,000 outworkers. It was used as a shirt factory up until I think 1974, and then it had other commercial uses. I remember in the 1980s playing snooker in it, because there was a snooker club in it as well. Sadly, it was demolished in 2003 for health and safety reasons. There had been a lot of antisocial behaviour and fires had been started. So it's going to be replaced sometime soon. We think it's going to be apartments. Let's just hope that they are representative of the building that was there. The Tillies factory was even mentioned in the famous Socialist Manifesto, Das Kapital, by Karl Marx. And you've already heard probably yesterday about Karl Marx's daughter, Eleanor, who came to the city to start up unions for shirt factory workers and was involved in St. Colum's Hall. This event is part of a series of events to do with the Workers' Rights Day in that and the trade union movement. If you walk past the building down up just Carlisle Road, the ATG Union building, you might want to know that previously that had been the location of a shirt factory as well, and that was the Northern Factory. As I note in my walking tour, as you go around the city, there's hardly a street that doesn't have a shirt factory somewhere. Obviously not the scope and scale of these big ones. Some were very small businesses, but there was some shirt connection in every street. If you were to continue up Abercorn Road and you see where the chemist's light is flashing there, turn left into Bennett Street and go to the bottom of Bennett Street, and that's where William Scott had his first factory. If you were instead to turn right and go up, there's a series of storyboards that tell a lot about the history of the Bishop Street and the Fountain area. And there's one of them dedicated to industrial heritage and has a lot of good photographs to do with the shirt factories as well. So next time you have a chance, take time to either go up, turn right and turn left. So thank you very much. That's all I'm going to say about the history at this stage. Thank you.